So we reached the N64 game that I'm certain you were all waiting for me to play, which is, of course, Basshunter 64. And I don't know if you saw that, the publisher of this is Take-Two Interactive, and haven't they come a long way? You know, from Basshunter 64 to the Grand Theft Auto series and Borderlands, Red Dead Redemption, everything else. So I'm not going to lie, this is very much a case of just ticking one off for me. Oh my god, look at him. Look at her! We'll go with a gent. But yeah, this is not a game I'm excited to play, but you know, who knows? It might be an awakening for me when it comes to fishing. It is a fishing game, as you would guess from the title. That's not Basshunter 64, it's not some sort of rhythm action game starring good old Basshunter. No, we are trying to catch some trout and whatever else. Look at this, it's setting the scene. It's a beautiful May afternoon. Purchase equipment. Okay, look, so yeah, you can try and, you know, presumably you earn money and then you can upgrade your rod. Oh! Okay, we have got a bit of flickering from the emulation, so anyone of epileptic disposition may want to turn this off. Just trying to work out how I cast. Oh yeah, look. Struggles when it goes underwater, does the emulation, but you know, we get the gist, I think. Okay. The thing with fishing games is, oh, a fish is nibbling. I've got a nibble. It's on the hook. Oh, come on. Yeah, the thing with fishing games is I genuinely have no idea how to do it. That is what I always find. It always just seems so much more difficult than it needs to be, and so... Oh, I've caught one! Look at that little lad. I've caught a 0.9 ounce bluegill. Unfortunately, this is not a tournament fish, so I have to throw it back. Well, great. Absolutely great. But that's a good start, so let's see what we can get. What we're going to say was, yeah, usually I have no idea how to actually catch any fish on these games. The one outlier in that, actually, is a game I'm playing as we speak on the PlayStation 5, which is Far Cry 6. I'm a bit of a trophy hunter, and there was a trophy for catching 10 fish. So, I had to learn. If I wanted the trophy, I had to learn. And in that, it's quite easy. It's quite obvious what you do. This has not really explained anything. Unless I skipped a tutorial. It's just kind of thrown me in and expected that I know how to fish on the Nintendo 64, but... Oh my god, look at him, he's getting violent. So yeah, I usually I've got to, well, Far Cry anyway, I've got to jab left and right. I've caught another. Is this one tournament? It's not a tournament fish. It's not a tournament fish. Come on, mate. You need to know what's nibbling. Yeah, on Far Cry 6, it tells you what to do with your thumbsticks. So it's almost like guiding you. It's a lot easier than this, where I've got no idea what I'm doing really. I'm just kind of wrestling with the control pad and hoping against hope that I get a nibble. So, yeah, this was developed by Gearhead Entertainment. Not a developer I'm particularly aware of, I have to be honest. And I did see as well that a Game Boy version was actually announced. But it got cancelled mid-development. I mean, can you imagine this on the Game Boy? This isn't the Game Boy Advance, we're talking the original Game Boy, may I add. So I can change the way I look at that. Why is he casting his rod like that? Amazing. Jesus, it looked like he were throwing a frisbee. Is that for any fishermen watching this? Any fishing aficionados? Is that a tournament acceptable way to cast your line? Let's do it again. Brilliant. Well, he's got some swag to what he's doing there, I have to say. Yeah, this came out in 1999, and in America it was known as the much more catchy title of In Fisherman Basshunter 64. I wish we'd had that in the UK, but sadly we were just Basshunter 64, so I don't know what that is. Maybe In Fisherman is some sort of fishing magazine or something, and they were just adding a bit of IP onto the title, I'm not sure. So I did do my research on Basshunter, mainly because I thought if I can try and learn how to play, but nothing I could read online would teach me that. I did see as well that it also made use of the N64 Rumble Pack, which sadly I'm not able to test right now, obviously, because I'm emulating the game, but yeah, that's quite a cool idea. So apparently when a fish nibbled your line, your pad would rumble violently to let you know you'd got one. I mean, look, I'm not the audience for this. I've never been fishing in my life, but I will say I've always wanted to. But I think, taking, all things at sort of face value, this feels at least as good as the Far Cry fishing that I'm doing at the moment in 2022. So, I mean, it's difficult, isn't it, to review a fishing game? Like, what am I looking for? It's never going to be accurate, is it? Because I'm not sat by the edge of a lake eating bacon butties. But this feels... we take it... It's 23 years old, and I think this is a fairly decent representation of the sport. Would be my guess. I think graphically, look, you're never going to make this exciting, are you? But it looks... I mean, you look at it and you know what it's doing. Obviously, the flickering effect, you just have to ignore that. That won't have been there on original hardware. But yeah, I quite like the split screen view that it does as well. So you can see you struggling with your rod while the fish is floundering underwater. So that's quite cool. And I love this. The way I can cast like I'm throwing a frisbee. So yeah, I think overall, I've got no real problem with the game. It's very difficult for me to say it's good, I have to be honest, because I've got, like I say, no knowledge of fishing. But yeah, it's not terrible, I don't think, would be my review of Basshunter 64. If for some reason in the year 2022 you're looking for a fishing game and the only console you have is the Nintendo 64, get Basshunter. It'll probably answer your needs. For anyone with a PS5 though who's looking for some fishing, get yourself on Far Cry 6 because there's a really easily attainable trophy on there.